But a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. On a stormy night to the castle door came the lass the prince had been waiting for. I'm a princess lost, quoth she. But the queen was cool and remained aloof, and she said, perhaps, but we'll need some proof. I'll prepare a test and see. I will test her thus, the old queen said. I'll place 20 downy mattresses up on her bed, and between those 20 mattresses I'll place one tiny pea. If that pea disturbs her slumber, then a true princess is she. If you felt that pea, then we've proof enough of your royalty. Let the wedding music play. And the people shouted quietly, hooray! For a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant air. But a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. There are many versions of this story. I sing them all. This is the prettiest, but it isn't the most accurate. I happen to know the true story of the princess and the pea for the good reason that I was there. It was a small kingdom, ruled over by a talkative queen and a mute king. The princess in the true story wasn't the only girl put to the test. In fact, she was one of 13 girls who were hoping to wed the prince, but for one reason or another were found to be unsuitable. As a matter of fact, the day I arrived in court, they were testing Princess number 12. A curious quiz was in progress.
Are you ready for the next question?
I guess so.
The next question concerns famous rulers. Are you quite ready?
Uh-huh.
Well then, name 3 kings. Is that clear?
Yes. Would you repeat the question, please?
Certainly. Name 3 kings.
May I take the third king first? Well then, 3 kings are...
Is this a trial?
No, it's a test to see if she's a true princess. King John, King Arthur, and...
Well, does it matter if she's a true princess?
Oh yes, if she's a true princess, we can all get married.
Oh, King Ethelred!
That is absolutely correct.
She's smart, Mama. She's the best one yet. Can I marry her? Huh? Can I please?
No, sweetheart. There's still one more question.
This test isn't going to be fair.
It's the law that's not fair.
Law?
The marriage law. Throughout the land, no one may wed till dauntless to the altar's led.
Dauntless?
The prince, until he gets married, none of us can.
You have now reached the 7th plateau, and here is your final question. It is divided into 4 parts and concerns a famous man often referred to as the Knight of the Red Cross. 1. What was his name? 2. What beast did he slay? 3. How many rows of teeth did the beast have, and what kind? And 4. What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword that killed the beast?
Number 1, St. George. Number 2, the dragon. Number 3, 12 rows of teeth. And they were iron. And, number 4. Would you repeat the last question, please?
What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword that killed the beast?
The middle name?
The middle name.
The daughter-in-law?
In-law, you have 30 seconds.
Oh, pass, please pass. You speak, my lady.
No, I...
20 seconds.
Oh!
I wish her success. She's a pretty little thing.
10 seconds.
Oh!
I am terribly sorry.
Oh!
Your time is up.
Too bad, my dear, too bad. You do show a certain aptitude, but as for the true brilliance of royalty, well, I'm afraid not. However, to show that there are no hard feelings, here's a nice consolation prize for you. Goodbye, good luck, and get out. Sweetheart, Douglas, stop pouting. Ah! Now, don't dilly-dally, Douglas. It's nearly time for your cocoa.
Oh, I liked her.
So did I.
Why must every princess get the bird?
It's just absurd. Never heard. That's so difficult to pass.
Alas, alas, is what I lack, alas, alas, a lack.
Throughout the land, no one may wed till dawn. The shares is where we spend.
The lonely spinster's life gone. Can get the prince a royal wife.
Have an opening for princess, for the genuine certified princess.
Tell us when you intend to end this dilemma weary.
And the ladies give off faith for living sin. We have an opening for princess, for a beautiful qualified princess.
With a beautiful night we'll write all
And the ladies are having any fun.
What to do?
What to do?
Ladies in waiting.
Be the gentleman too.
For
6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 10 is in a row. Ding, ding, they were tested.
then swiftly requested to go.
Sounds of fight.
And let's make it intend to send us a broken past.
Get the prince a royal wife. None of the ladies are having any.
No one is having any. No one is getting any younger.
And it's been
God knows how long since we have an opening for a princess who's good enough, nice enough, sweet enough, smart enough, rich enough for our good prince.
Minstrel, you have just arrived.
Yes, I am, Sir Wizard.
Splendid, splendid. Watch closely. I took a perfectly plain piece of parchment with no cuts, folds, creases, or concealed pockets. Well, what is it?
Excuse me, Cardamon, but I have to take the minstrel to sign in with the castle steward.
This way, please.
I'm on my way to Normandy. I won't be staying long.
For your father's sake, I put up with a good deal from you. Don't address me as Cardamon in court. Just because your father and I were in show business together, don't presume.
Oh, Sir Harry!
My darling! You missed the test.
Oh, sweet Larken, you know my new duties as chivalric knight of the Herald keep me busy.
The latest princess was a failure.
No.
Yes.
Oh, bad luck, but don't despair, for we have plenty of time. If a true princess is not found in the next few months, I will go out and find one myself. Or I don't deserve to wear my spurs.
Darling,
My love.
do you remember the royal joust on Whitsunday when you won those spurs?
Of course.
When you were named Sir Harry, the fairest and greatest knight in all the land, and everyone agreed that you had a brilliant future ahead of you, and that one day you might become Lord Chamberlain or even Prime Minister.
Well, I don't know about Prime Minister. Prime Minister.
Do you remember the picnic we had on the greensward with the lovely cold pheasant?
Yes.
And you and I wandered away from the others to climb the hill and watch the sun go down.
Yes.
And a lark was singing in the trees, and you said you'd remember that moment forever because the lark song reminded you of my name.
Yes. Larken. Yes.
And then we watched the sun go down.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to have a baby. So, you see, a princess for Dauntless must be found, and sooner. I shall have to go away somewhere. Oh, darling, I'm so worried. This could ruin you, and you never become Prime Minister or anything. Say the word, Harry, and I'll go. I'll go far away where they'll never find me. Just say the word.
No! You'll stay here. Why should we both suffer all of our lives just because you had a moment of weakness?
Oh, Harry!
We're none of us perfect. Everything is going to be all right.
Thank you, Harry.
It won't be long, it won't be long, it won't because it can't be long before our dreams come true. Because you know I don't belong, and furthermore I shan't belong to anyone but you. In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand
I will not have you playing these foolish games and running around in the halls. It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of this kingdom, and if you don't set a proper example for the rest of the court, I'd like to know who will. I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if one isn't going to behave as a ruler should?
Mama.
Now what?
Mama, when am I going to get my princess?
Dauntless, I don't want to discuss that now. It's time for your coat ball.
But, Mama, sometimes I get the funniest feeling you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to get married? Don't want you to get married, Dauntless? Don't you trust me?
Of course, Mama.
Well, then how could you say such a thing? I want you to get married. How many times have I said to you, I want you to get married? Only this morning I was saying to her father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. It just isn't normal for a boy that age to stay single. And after all, he is the prince, I said. Don't forget that. He's next in line to the throne. I mean, we're not exactly the oldest people in the world, but on the other hand, we're not going to live forever, so I just know that I feel much better, much easier, and more relaxed in my mind if that we're married and settled and set. And that is absolutely verbatim exactly what I said to your father this morning. Of course, he didn't say anything. He never does. But you know him just as well as I do. I don't have to tell you how impossible he is. But that's my cause of pain, and I wouldn't want you to worry your head one tiny bit about the fact that your father and I don't get along and never have. If he makes me miserable and makes me suffer, I just have to put up with it. But I will not allow it to affect my child's attitude toward him or me. He may be a mean, stupid, dreadful, selfish, rotten man, but he is your father, and I want you to respect him. There is only one person who really cares about you and really worries about your health and your happiness and your future, and that's what I'm talking about right now, your future. And I want to make myself absolutely clear, I want you to get married. But I don't want you to marry just anybody. After all, marriage is a lifetime partnership, and I wouldn't want to see my little boy make the same mistake I did and wind up miserable the way I did. You are a prince, and you must marry someone suitable. Someone who's good enough and smart enough and fine enough for my good, nice, sweet, beautiful baby boy. And of course she has to be a princess. I mean a real princess. That's the one thing I absolutely insist upon. She has to be a real, genuine, bona fide princess. Just as I was. That's what you really want, isn't it? Someone like me. Oh, of course you do. Oh God, if I were only 20 years younger. Just remember this, you must trust me.
Your Highness, Your Majesty.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt. Well?
Sir Harry wishes to speak with you, madam.
Well?
Madam, I have the honor to request a perilous favor. I wish to search for a true princess, a princess of the royal blood, one who will suit both your majesty and Prince Dauntless.
No.
Mama.
No. We've been through all the eligible girls in all the neighboring kingdoms. There are none left. We simply have to wait until their little sisters grow up, and that'll take years.
But, madam, I plan to head north, over the mountains.
Over the mountains?
Across the Badlands.
Across the Badlands?
And into the swampland, where the beautiful marsh lily grows.
Into the marshland? Are you out of your mind?
Let him go, Mama, let him go.
You won't find anything there but frogs and tadpoles and things.
Mama.
Do you know what the weather there is like?
Mama, please.
Do you know how damp and foggy and quiet and humid and oppressive?
Mama! Let Sir Harry try. Please. For me, Mama, please.
All right. Go ahead. It's your Highness. Come along, Dauntless. You've missed your cocoa.
Good luck, Harry. Good luck.
Don't be afraid, little Larken. I'll find a princess who is not only a true princess, but one who will be able to pass the Queen's test.
I believe you, I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be away long.
Only fly as fast as you can, my love. We shall be waiting for you.
We?
You know. And where this?
Next to my heart.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
In a little while I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned.
journey took 3 weeks, and Lady Larken had all but given up hope that he would find a true princess. Then, one sunny morning in mid-April, when the crocuses were just beginning to dot the meadows, the lookout in the north round tower spied 2 distant figures approaching at full gallop. The alarm was spread. Sir Harry is back! Sir Harry is back with the new princess! Now let's see. How does this part go in the old story? On a stormy night to the castle door came the lass the prince had been waiting for. That, of course, is utterly untrue. It didn't storm that night at all. In fact, it wasn't even night. And the princess only looked as though she'd come in from a storm.
Actually, I swam the moat. But never mind. If I just stand right here, there's a nice draft. I'll be dry in no time.
Look, Mama. She's all wet.
You swam the moat?
We tried to stop her, but she couldn't wait for the drawbridge.
You swam the moat.
She seemed determined to arrive here as soon as possible. We had to get a rope and pull her out.
You swam the moat.
All right. I was a little anxious. My friend Sir Harry, he's still out there. He told me you had an opening for a princess. Any princess. I figured. The early bird. Anyway, here I am. Who's the lucky man? Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you?
Hey, Nani, 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 Nani.
Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you? Hey, Nani, Nani, is it you? Or you, or you, or you, or you?
Nani, needy, noonie, nani,
No, no, no.
Someone's being bashful. That's no way to be. Not with me. Can't you see that I am just as embarrassed as you, and I can understand your point of view. I've always been shy. I confess that I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear 'cause I'm shy? And you may be sure, way down deep I'm demure. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. I'm aware that it's wrong to be meek as I am. My chances may pass me by. I pretend to be strong, but as weak as I am, all I can do is try. God knows I try, though I'm frightened and shy. And despite the impression I give, I confess that I'm living blind, because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy. Though a lady may be trippy with glamour, as often as not, she will stumble and stammer when suddenly confronted by romance. And she's likely to fall on her face when she's finally face to face with a pair of pants. Quite often the lady's not as hard to please as she seems.
have the note.
Well, why don't you ask her yourself?
Do you ever say anything else?
Do you mean to ask me to believe that you're a true princess of the royal blood, and I'm to actually understand that you have the nerve and the gall and the presumption to apply for my son's hand in marriage?
Mama, may I say something?
No. Do you even imagine for one moment that I would even consider you suitable for any son of mine? You are laboring under a very unfortunate misapprehension, my dear. My son isn't going to be marrying any moat swimmer, not while I have breath in my body. And I haven't been well, not well at all. I get these shooting pains all in through here. And don't try to tell me it's the vapors. I know what the vapors are. I've had the vapors.
So, you're new here? Watch closely. I take a perfectly plain piece of parchment. Notice that it is a single piece of parchment with no folds, creases, or concealed pockets.
It's a nut house. You're the one, I guess.
Sure. I'm Prince Dauntless, the drab.
Well, glad to have met you.
No! Please don't go. I like you. Everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Dauntless, I'd like to stay here, but I wouldn't want to come between you and your mother. So I guess I'll just face the facts, cut my losses, and head back to the swamp.
But I really like you.
You do? Why?
You swam the moat.
Oh, Dauntless, I know. I swam the moat, but that's not the real me. I'm not like that. Actually, I'm shy!
She's in the moat again.
Number the drawbridge!
Are you alright?
Sure!
You ought to see her swim, Mama. She's wonderful.
Yes, isn't she?
I like her, Mama. She swam the moat.
It's cold.
Twice.
I don't need any help.
Can I marry her, Mama? Can I?
Marry her? Of course not. When you marry, if you marry, you'll marry a real princess. You...
I have the honor to announce the arrival of Her Royal Highness, the Princess Winifred.
You're a little late. She's been here and gone.
Gone?
Yes, she's swimming home. That, Sir Harry, is no princess.
But she is, Your Majesty.
What?
That one? You jest.
On mine honor as a knight, I swear she is. I have her papers right here. Winifred, Princess of Iconkill, guardian of the Midgard Serpent and warden of the Ragnarok Marsh Lily. The inscription on her family crest reads, Tu ne sede malis sed contra audientur ito.
What does that mean?
Well, roughly it means, first you don't
Never
succeed.
mind.
You see? She is a real princess. At least a test, Mama. For me, please.
All right, we'll test her. The wizard and I will put on our thinking caps and make up a nice, fair test, just as we always do, and we'll prove to you that this girl cannot possibly be a princess.
Get her by the way!
That is her leg!
We'll test her for...
That is not my leg.
How crude! We'll test her for sensitivity. She'll have her test. And she'll fail, just like all the others. Fair and square.
Fail what? The royalty test.
Every princess suing for my hand must pass a test to prove that she is a real princess.
What kind of test?
It's always highly secret.
Well, we'll worry about that later. Right now, I'd better get out of these wet clothes.
May I show you part of the castle to your room?
Sure!
You're awfully nice.
You're nicer.
And you're good looking, too.
You're better looking. And nicer, too.
Well, you're a better swimmer.
Oh, Your Majesty, I'm so excited! Sir Harry is back!
Yes, and he's brought us a new princess. Have you seen her? Me neither, but I'm sure she's as sweet as an orange blossom. And I'm to be her lady in waiting.
My father expected me to follow in his footsteps. Well, then I landed this jester job. What's wrong? You're worried about what? Who? Some lady witchery. 2 syllables, first syllable. Bird. Some kind of bird. Auk, bluebird, catbird, dove, eagle, finch, grouse, hawk, ibis, jay, kiwi, lark, martin, lark.
Lady Larken!
And a knight.
Which knight?
Sir Harry. Dust? Sounds like dust. Lust?
Must? Must what? You're gonna start all over, right?
She's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Big trouble.
How many syllables?
She's going to have a baby? Oh gosh. Does anyone else know? Sir Harry.
Does anyone else know besides Sir Harry?
Oh, don't you worry. We can keep a secret. The question is, can you?
We know you can't talk, but you managed to communicate.
We have only 2 voices among us, and yet there's a third voice, a voice in disguise. You'll be hearing a trio and not a duet if you listen with both of your eyes. Kindly, with both of your... We produce a unique and remarkable blend when we raise our 3 voices on high. We're in perfect accord from beginning to the king and the minstrel and I. Yet if one of our trio should ever depart, then the others would languish and die. We're like 3 different people with only one, the king and the jester and I. Sing hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, hi diddle diddle, strike up a tune on the... Oh, the bishop declares our behavior is crude as he piously looks to the sky. 'Cause when we go in swimming, we always go. Say the king and the jester, the king and the minstrel. Oh, the vintner makes wine from the grapes that he grows. 20 barrels were lost last July. Where they went is a secret that nobody but... Oh, the cook claims she's missing 1 chocolate cream roll and a fish that was ready to fry. Guess who's dining on pastries and fillet of... Sing hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, needle and thimble, crash us a clash on the... It's been said of our king that his morals are loose, but the queen is much worse on the sly. Well, what's good for the gander is good for the... Say the king and the jester, the king and the minstrel.
As if I didn't have enough trouble trying to protect my only son from every catch-penny princess that comes along. Now I'm surrounded by spies and traitors. Who can I trust?
Me?
No one. And now I have another one of those princesses to cope with. I'm in no mood to sit for hours in a stuffy chamber and rack my brain over a test for that girl when I'm not feeling well at all. But that's That's the way Douglas wants it. That's the way it'll be. She'll have her test.
Her papers seem to be in order.
I know. And the worst of it is that foolish boy actually seems to like the girl. So we must think of a test that looks fair, and sounds fair, and seems fair, and isn't fair. When you got the idea of testing her for sensitivity, I could have applauded right out loud. But exactly what?
Table manners.
No, that's not hard enough. Sensitivity. Sensitivity, I'm just loaded with that. In this one word is the epitome of the aristocrat. Sensitive soul and sensitive stomach, sensitive hands and feet.
This is the blessing.
Also the curse of being a true elite. Common people don't know what exquisite agony is. Suffered by gentle people like me. Just get your hands off me. Think of a tricky test for that wretched boat swimming princess.
And may I suggest, maybe we ought to...
Don't take all night, I'm not well, I need my rest. Not that I ever sleep on that lumpy mattress, oh God, my back! Sensitivity, brain of royalty, that bed's a torture rack. Oh, I hate to sound grumpy, but my nerves are so jumpy. I am sure I could feel any lump even if it were under the mattress and small as a pea. That's the answer. Under the mattress, we'll test her tonight. One tiny pea beneath one thick downy mattress. Oh God, you're right. Any genuine princess would feel it if she doesn't. She's through. Get the tiniest pea and order one mattress. No, make it two.
Why not 5?
10 I think would be plenty. Better still make it 20. And to play it safe in the event, even that's not enough to ensure that she sleeps. We'll give her a soothing sedative until you get with Mama Dream. Something stunning, amateur, devilish, I love the way you think. She's insensitive, so insensitive, she'll fall asleep, no doubt. God, but you're clever, brilliant, a genius, you are divine. Get out!
Well, it certainly feels good to get into something dry. This old dress is just soaked.
Your Highness.
The king has asked to meet the young lady.
Why? He's never asked before.
He heard she swam the moat.
Dauntless, is your father anything like your mother? Because if he is,
Oh no. My father is silent.
I'd love to meet him!
Papa, this is Princess Winifred.
The king welcomes you. And oh, he asked me to tell you that he hopes you'll get an 100 on the test tomorrow.
Oh, well, thanks.
My father never touches his crown to his heart unless he really needs it.
Alas, madam, the king is mute, or he would speak for himself. He's still under a curse cast by a witch long ago, before Prince Dauntless was born. The curse says, King Sextimus will never talk until the mouse devours the hawk.
Until the mouse devours the hawk. Well, can't you find a big mouse and a little hawk?
We
And you...
tried that once before, but the mouse got scared and the hawk bit Daddy. Oh!
Well,
test under my belt and we'll figure out something. Don't you worry. It certainly has been a pleasure meeting His Majesty. A short while ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Her Majesty. Now that's a nice man.
Your Majesty, I think you better have a talk with Dauntless very soon about you know what?
About what?
Your father feels as though he's been neglecting his duty, and now that you're old enough to get married, he thinks you better have a little talk. You know, man to man.
You mean about things? You mean now?
The king says it may be better to wait until later. He says there are a couple facts he needs to look up.
Well, I certainly do like almost both your parents, Dauntless.
We want you to be happy here, and we know it's a lot different than what you're used to.
It is a little hard making the adjustment to dry land and everything.
You must feel like a fish out of water.
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, where I come from, we don't have any dry land. Oh, some of the poorer people do, but the nobility all live right in the swamp with their servants and pets.
Do you have any pets?
Lots.
Dogs.
Frogs! Come on. I come from the land of the foggy, foggy dew. We're walking through the meadow in the morning is like walking through The swamps of home are brushed with green and gold at break of day. The swamps of home are lovely to behold from far away. In my soul is the beauty of the fog. In my memory is the magic of the mud. I know that blood is thicker than water, but the swamps of home are thicker than blood. Don't interrupt me. Where'er I roam, my heart grows dark and cold. My face grows gray when shadows fall and I hear the call of the swamps of home. I hear it calling me now, calling me back, calling me Winifred, 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 Winifred. Who do you think you are, girl of the swamp? You've gone too far, native and marshland. Give up the struggle. Listen to the voice of the swamp. Luggle, luggle, luggle. Where'er I roam, the whips of fate may smart, but luck to see too much of the bride before the wedding.
Hurry, ladies! May I show you the gowns now, Your Highness?
Yes.
This is latest in from... Oh, they do such lovely work, don't you think? Notice the fullness in the back and the window-cut sleeves right down to the... Oh, it's really you! It looks marvelous, don't you think, Lady Anne? Stunning! Perhaps Her Highness would like to look in the mirror. Does Her Highness have a favorite color?
Well, back home we wear a lot of dark green and earth brown, but I guess my own dress there is my favorite color. Huckleberry. I tell you what, leave them all, and the ones I can't use, I'll send back.
Very good, Your Highness. Lady M, Lady R.
Oh, gosh. Ooh. Oh, no, not that either. Okay. Oh. Come in!
Oh, I guess we won't be needing you, Emily. It looks like they already sent a girl out to do the floors.
A girl trained her whole life. Mother of...
You're new here, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, remember, we're all here to do a job, and your job is just as important as anyone else's. Gramercy, my dear, you can't clean the floor with such a tiny patch. You need a good, big, wet rag. Oh, here, what's this? Oh, that's my Here's this whole thing. Just look at this mess. What will my gentle princess think of me? Can you know what it means to be the lady in waiting to the blessed Winifred? Oh, Winifred, Winifred, what name is sweeter than that? Just look at this table. It's dripping wet. Here. I'll use this. Not again. I just can't bear to see the delicate beauty of my royal mistress in such a messy place. Oh, get that, please. Quick, 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 quick. Harry!
Your Highness!
You're what? Who are you?
Get up. You don't have to go through the motions with me. Say, I'm awfully sorry about that, swimming the moat. I hope I didn't make a bad impression.
Not at all, Your Highness. And if you'll just give your wet dress to one of the ladies in waiting, she'll see that it's taken care of.
Thank you. It's already been taken care of.
I see you have met my dear Lady Larken.
You mean this is the little Larken girl?
The very same, Your Highness.
Oh, Harry, she's beautiful. And a bundle of energy.
When I gaze upon that captivating face, I realize how poor my description must have been.
Sir Harry is not very good at describing people, Your Highness.
Well, he may not know how to describe them, but he sure knows how to pick them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to return these to the 4th floor.
I have never been so humiliated in my life.
Oh, what's the matter?
I thought she was a chambermaid.
What?
A chambermaid!
Larken! How can you mistake the princess for a chambermaid?
How could I? How could you mistake that chambermaid for a princess?
Don't say such a thing just because you made a stupid mistake.
Oh, I made a mistake. Don't you dare try to blame this on me.
I do blame it on you.
She was on her hands and knees, scrubbing the floors.
Well, she was a real lady wherever she was. That's more than I can say for some people around here.
I hate you.
Well, I hate you too.
Get out.
Don't worry, I'm going.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Now.
lotion and some of that good heavy incense. And that hypnotic mirror, too. Wait, the most important thing is that she's tired out first. We'll have an official ball tonight. We'll make what's-her-name dance until she drops. Now, what can we do? Do you know the Saracen Brawl? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not tiring enough. I have it. We can do that new dance, the Spanish Panic. It's absolutely exhausting. Do you know it? Well, it's the rage in Venice. Everybody listen up. There is to be an official ball tonight and everyone is to attend. We're going to be doing that new dance, the Spanish Panic. So you might as well learn it right now. The basic step is to flip your skirts, open, close, right, right, right. It's like the magic step, only forwards. Just that easy. Now try it. Flip your skirts, open, close, right, right, wrong. Doesn't anyone here know the Spanish Panic?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, thank heaven someone is up to date around here. Why don't we all watch as court dancers Sir Harold and Lady Beatrice demonstrate? Why, thank you, Sir Harold and Lady Beatrice. Now, was that hard? Suppose we all try it. Take partners, please. Prepare and...
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
What's the matter? You lost her. All right, Your Majesty, I'll help you.
Has he ever had any success?
Well,
I've been here a month and he hasn't caught a girl yet.
I tell you what. Hey, tomorrow we'll set a trap.
You exaggerate.
Not a bit. Someone's coming.
Who's coming?
The Queen!
And this has to be the biggest, loudest ball we've ever had. And be sure to hire extra musicians for tonight's dancing and tell the jester I wanted to perform. Not that I'll be able to enjoy any of it with my back and that strange nagging pain in my jaw. Oh God, no one will ever know what I suffer.
What was she jabbering about? The Queen's gonna make us do something?
Do what?
Exercise?
Who's coming?
I don't know. there something wrong?
No.
Well, we're glad of that anyways.
I was in my room sewing and it got a little stuffy, so I thought I would go out and get some fresh air.
I see you are planning on camping out for a while.
Oh, Your Majesty, you don't know, you just don't know. Do you know what can happen in the relationship between a man and a woman? I'm glad I found out when I did. It's better this way. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
I'm leaving the service of the Queen forever.
That's a pretty big step to take all alone.
I have no choice.
You're leaving forever?
Yes.
You'll need help.
Who would help me?
I, my lady.
Okay, what did you say? Oh, you want to take care of the Lady Larken. Well, who's gonna take care of you?
Chivalry demands we protect a damsel in distress.
If you say so, Your Majesty.
But you'll have to travel light, the way a man does.
Yes, you'll go as a boy. We can steal one of Prince Dauntless's suits. We'll get these things out of sight. Come on.
No, I need those. Your Majesty. Sir, no, Mr. Jester. Please, I need
Now you can wait in your room.
No, that's quite all right. I don't need help from anyone, thank you.
Over the wall.
I don't need help from anyone.
Oh, you'll be fine. Once you get past the water rats.
Rats?
Oh yeah? They live on the edge of the stagnant pools near the quicksand.
Quicksand?
Beyond the wall, which you must climb. It's 22 feet and covered with slime.
Slime?
Infested with spiders. Oh, the spiders are sweet compared to the snakes on the other side.
Oh, they won't hurt you unless you go all alone.
Well, I was going to, but if I'd known it was so terrible out there,
Then you think a second thought and come with me. I know all the secret ways to set you free. Over the hills and to the open sea.
then where?
It's April, isn't it?
April?
Normandy is fine and fair, so Normandy is where we'll go. I can show you a beach where the peach blossom blows, and I know how to be a man who knows how cozy is. A friendly place with rows of windows facing the sea. This time of year, the air I hear is rare and clear and warm in Normandy. I know a meadow covered with mustard flowers, golden as the sun, where a wondrous thing can happen when an April day is done. There's a moment after the sunset when the sky is suddenly green and the world stands hushed and waiting for the first white stars to convene. When you see that emerald sky, you'll know the reason why. There's not another place I'd rather be.
Keep your El Dorado.
And to hell with Burgundy, come fly with me. Come try those wings, come swift, for we have things to do.
Is there truly a beach where the peach blossom blows? Or are you sure you can reach a
There's definitely white lilacs and rows of windows facing the sea. This
better not let the Queen catch you walking.
Have you seen Sir Harry? He's had a fight with Lady Larken. Hey, look.
He's with that French girl. She only speaks one word of English, but I hear she's a charmer.
Well, what's the one word? How's it going, Harry, old boy?
Straight again!
After the ball, we'll have a little party on the West Parapet. Don't forget to bring the wine.
And something to spread on the ground.
Harry, ask Mabel if she'd like to bring anything.
It could be almost anything.
Like what?
Oh, sometimes it's history.
Oh.
Sometimes it's dancing. Sometimes it's spelling.
Oh.
But sometimes it's a test of strength and endurance.
Aha!
Huh? For instance, one of the girls was supposed to lift this weight. She couldn't. Oh.
You got it.
it. But, I know you'll pass. You don't have to worry.
Do you want me to pass? I'll pass.
Hey, I think you're wonderful.
By the way, I don't think I've ever told you. My full name is Winifred the Woebegone. But Winifred's too formal. You can call me by my nickname.
Winnie.
Fred!
Fred! What a beautiful name! So straight, so strong, so you. I like you, Fred. I like you.
You're just saying those words to be kind.
No, I mean it, I love you, Fred.
He is out of his medieval mind.
I'm perfectly sane and sound. I've never felt better in my life. Everybody come and meet my incipient wine.
Not yet. I'll get rid of them. Lay low.
Quiet! On your feet!
You heard her.
Hey, ho-ha!
Jester! Jester! Somebody stop him! Stop him, I say! There he goes down that corridor! Bring him here to me! Now this is a fine kettle of fish. Now you wretch, I want the truth. What is this noise all about anyway? The moment I turn my back, something outrageous is always going on in the corridors.
Never mind me.
Harry! The Queen! Stop! I knew I couldn't trust you, you wretch. What is going on here? What are you up to? What? Something is going on around here. What's under the mattress? It's a dead body. Pull that away. Well. What are you doing? Explain yourself.
It's just a joke, Your Majesty. This boy and I, go outside and wait for me, Lancelot.
Lancelot, wait. Lady Larken, take that bedding up to what's-her-name's chamber.
But Your Majesty...
Quiet! And why are you in this ridiculous getup?
Please,
Silence! And why weren't you at the ball?
Your Majesty...
Shut up! And why are you with this musician? Answer me. Well, speak up.
Your Majesty, I beg of you...
You were running away, is that it? You were running away.
Larken!
Why, you low-born, ungrateful little sneak. This is the thanks I get for treating you as my own daughter. Just look at you, one of my girls running off with a musician.
Your Majesty, the Lady Larken is innocent. I'll tell you the truth. I forced her to leave against her will.
That is
Why,
not
you
just a
lie!
moment.
Larken, what are you doing with this musician?
Well, what are you doing with that woman? Just a moment.
You go to your room.
Don't you tell me what to do, you libertine! Quiet! May I remind you that you are still one of my ladies-in-waiting? Get up upstairs where you belong and prepare what's-her-name for bed.
Your Majesty...
Do as I say. And may I remind you, Sir Harry, that you are still one of my knights. Step forward. And you, relax. Sir Harry, I want this minstrel banished from my kingdom. I want them out of here by daybreak. Sextimus, go to bed. I don't want you groping around in the dark all night.
No!
And the rest of you, listen closely. There is a little girl upstairs who is dog-tired.
Oh no, she said she had to study for her test.
All right, let her study. But when she goes to bed, I want her to get a good rest. So I want it quiet around here. Is that clear? I want quiet, and I'm going to get quiet if I have to scream the palace down. Quiet!
Some.
Some. S-U-M. Some.
Summer.
Summer. S-U-M. E-R. Summer.
Good.
Yes, get it.
Well, if Mama tests you in literature spelling, you're sure to pass, Fred. That just leaves, history.
History. That takes in quite a lot, but let's give it a whirl.
The first chapter is called The Bravery of Prince Waldair.
Waldair.
Prince Waldair, wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Who?
Wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Oh, yeah. Fafnir, that one.
Takes his father's sword, Minning.
Winning.
Disguised as the West Wind, he goes into the forest, surprises Fafnir in his lair, and slays him, whereupon he is enabled to understand the speech of birds. Meanwhile, Waldair's father, Albrecht, disguised as the sacred goat, tells him that the spirit of Gunther...
Oh, yeah, Gunther! But I thought he was in... Did you ring for a page boy?
No?
You've got the wrong room, son. Aren't you Larken?
Yes, Your Highness.
What's the matter?
I have a suit just like that one.
I'm in disguise, Your Highness. I was running away.
I see. Well, sit down and rest. Dauntless, pull up a chair.
But the Queen has ordered me.
Never mind what the Queen has ordered. Just sit here.
But Your Highness,
Now then, sit down. What's all this about?
Well, I guess I'll just go out on the parapet and stand there naked and catch a chill and die, and that'll show him.
Show him what?
He'll be sorry.
Who?
Horrible Harry.
You mean big, nice Harry?
Just a minute. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him?
Well, you must have done something. You're talking the way I did once when I was afraid to go home because I'd given my little brother a bloody lip.
Ooh.
It was an accident.
We had a little disagreement.
So you decided to run away?
You said some perfectly horrible things to me.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess in that case you were right. I guess about the only thing you can do is pack up and get out. Unless, of course, you just go to him and say you're sorry. Listen, that Harry is a wonderful boy. And he really loves you. Why, we were on the road for 2 weeks and he never laid a finger on me.
Your Highness.
Now then, you just get into something pretty that shows you're a girl and patch things up with him. Oh, and Larken, try and act a little helpless. Men don't like girls that are too strong.
I do.
Oh, dear princess, I don't know how to thank you. If it's a girl, I'm going to name her Fred.
What if it's a boy?
Dauntless, you'd better go to bed and leave the history book.
I'm positive you're going to pass Mama's test tomorrow. Well, I'm pretty sure. If you don't, I'll understand.
And so, the young Prince Waldair, having rescued the Princess Frigga, and together they mounted his horse, Trigga, and rode to the castle Wunderbar, where they were married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel, eternally tied. As the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the wash in the walls and the windows, but she landed a prince who was brawny and blue-eyed and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. I am no one but me. Fairy godmother, 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 where can you be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't got a godmother. I have a mother, a plain ordinary woman. Snow White was so pretty, they tell us that the queen was insulted and jealous when the mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was left on a border, but was saved by some men who adored her. Oh, I grant you, they were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm alone in the night, by myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin in sight. That girl had 7 determined little men working day and night just for her. Oh, sure, the queen gave her a poisoned apple. Even so, she lived happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had platinum dresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Till one night in despair down, she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch. It'll never hold. I'll be finished before I begin. In the sight, I don't want to get out. I want to get in. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of the chapel eternally tied. For I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride, then I'll be happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly satisfied.
Hey! You're a bully, and you're a tyrant. And just because you won your spurs, you think...
Now see here. This musician has been charged with attempting to transport a young woman out of the kingdom against her will. That's a serious offense.
The minstrel didn't do it. It was a frame-up.
You've got it all wrong.
The minstrel was protecting the Lady Larken. And you keep out of this, Your Majesty.
Sir Harry, I can't leave yet. There's someone I must see first.
Who?
The wizard. I want your permission to speak to the wizard.
Yes, yes.
No, permission denied.
Ugh! Sir Harry! You're a fathead!
Yeah, you are. The minstrel is just trying to help. We're all trying to help.
Okay, how can you help?
By finding out what the test is. From the wizard.
But that's cheating.
Don't you understand? This is for you.
Let me go to the wizard.
No. If anyone should defy the wizard's magic, I should.
Stand guard, this is my job. No, you can't come. You might get hurt. You can't come. That's final.
What's the matter, Papa?
The king mustn't come with us.
I'll get rid of him. Your Majesty! Prince Dauntless is ready for that little talk.
Well, some other time.
Dauntless, your father is ready for that personal chat. It's very important.
It is?
It can't be put off. Come on. Come on.
Do your duty, sire.
What's the matter, Papa? What do you want to talk about? Well, Papa, stop, look, listen. Little prince, boy, flower, girl, flower, boy, flower, girl, flower. Oh, tell me more. I want to know about what getting married for. Seed, fall from girl flower, and by, baby flower, grow. How and why? Oh, tell me why. Oh, Father, tell me, Father, don't be shy. Boy flower, girl flower, love each other. Boy flower, father, girl flower, mother. But tell me more. I want to know about what getting married is for. Bee from boy flower dust gets on bee. Bee flies to girl flower, dust touches girl flower. Oh, I see, no, I can see. It's very interesting, but still not clear to me. Woman is like girl flower, man is like bee, and like boy flower, man, that's me. But tell me more, I want to know about what getting married is for. Sounds like Harry. Married! Man and woman get married. Winifred and White love each other. Night? Yes, one night. It's very interesting what happens in the night. What happens? Oh, Father, tell me please. Shall I go and pick some flowers? Shall I go and catch some bees? Princess Winifred and I will get married. And then one night. The stork will come and bring us a baby. Oh, Papa. I know all about the stork. Mama told me years ago. Wait a minute, Papa. Flower seed man, big, baby, small. It isn't the stork, it isn't the stork, it isn't the stork at all. All life is grand, it's very interesting. I think I understand. I know. It's very interesting. Thank you, Mother and Father. I love you
Pardon, Sir Wizard.
What do you want?
Our friend, the minstrel, is a great admirer of yours.
No soft soap, if you please.
This is not soft soap, and I wouldn't even say it except for the fact that I've been banished. But I had to tell you what a great admirer I am of yours, Cardamon.
Cardamon? Don't call me by that name.
I use that name with honor, sir. I don't think I'll ever forget seeing you in command performance at Glastonbury in '92. What a show! What a triumph! You took 7 curtain calls.
8.
Well, do you happen to remember a little kid in the second row who stood and cheered, "Bravo!" that night?
Yes?
That was me.
I can't believe it.
Yes, and well, now I'm in show business too, and if it's any interest to you, it was your inspiration that brought this about.
You must belong to the guild. Camelot Local 714? Oh, to think someone remembers those days.
Yes, well, I just had to tell you what that performance meant to me. I should be going now.
Oh. No! Stay a while, minstrel. For you.
Thank you.
Here, have a seat.
Oh, the queen wouldn't like it if she knew I were still around.
Oh, never mind her. Sit down. This is between us.
Well, I'm sure you're busy with that test for tomorrow.
That's all right. The test is already taken care of.
Well, I don't happen you could tell an old guild member what the test is?
Well, I'm sort of under.
Oh, right. I understand. I should be going then.
Wait a minute. May I borrow your handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
Some people think my act is pretty foul.
Oh, Cardamon the Great!
I bet you can't. Guess what the test is about?
Astronomy?
No, you'll never guess. Sensitivity.
Sensitivity! Did you hear that, Chester? Cardamon the Great.
Cardamon the Greatest. Now, let me tell you the best. No, I'd better not.
I'll go, but may I ask one favor, Cardamon? May I have these?
What do you want with that?
A memento of the good old days. Because of my father.
Keep it.
Thank you.
Jester?
Thank you, sir.
That was a very nice thing you did for that boy, Cardamon.
Well, for his father's sake.
Yes, well, I don't actually have to head out of here until daybreak. Why don't you say we go down to the wine cellar, split a bottle, and you can tell me more about... Talk some more.
Yeah, fine. But I've started something here I'd like to finish. Go ahead. I'll join you in 2 seconds.
I'll be waiting.
What's the matter, mister?
Oh, nothing.
Say something funny.
Have you ever heard of my father? Sliding Peter Jingle.
Is that funny?
I don't know.
I think the clown is losing his touch.
I am far from sentimental or romantic. And I'd like to think that I'm strictly up to date. But at times the dancing gets a bit too frantic in these hectic days of 1428. So indulge me if I pause to raise my chalice to a quaint and charming dance they used to do in the days when my dear father played the Pavis back in 1392. My dad was debonair and white as light as air. In his very soft shoes, how he could dip and glide and slip and slip and slide. In his very soft shoes, I used to stand and watch him every day. He was always smooth and cool. I used to love to hear the people say he's a regular dancing. He barely touched the ground and never made a sound. But I noticed in all of his reviews that when he took his bow to the crowd and the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft shoes.
Yesterday I loved you as never before, but please don't think me strange. I've undergone a change, and today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I hope and leave confess. Tonight I love you less than I will tomorrow morning.
I love you as never before, but that was my motto, and now it's best to know that today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I tremble at your touch, not nearly half so much as I
Yesterday you seemed as lovely to me as anyone ever could be. Now I see what tricks my eyes can play. Yesterday I must have been utterly blind, or else I was out of my mind. For I find you so much lovelier today.
My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning.
For
A
yesterday
little while, just a little while. One, two, three, four. It was my eyes you smiled.
And now
On
it's
the face of our son to be
that
born.
today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I tremble at your touch. Tonight I love you less as I will tomorrow morning.
That should do it. And one small pea that I had to bring all the way up the most killing stairs in the kingdom. There. All right, you can come in now. Did you bring everything? The hypnotic mirror?
Yes, madam.
And the rest of the things?
Yes, madam.
And the girl? Where is the girl? Doesn't she know it's long past her bedtime? You would think she'd be dropping from exhaustion. Oh, it's you. Ready for bed? You must be sure to get a good night's rest so you'll be fresh early tomorrow morning for your trip back to your kingdom or wherever you're going. Bring the hypnotic mirror. And where is the incantation? The wizard said to be written right on the wrapper.
Here it is, Your Majesty.
Yes. Silken swishing sibilance wraps us in a gentle trance. Deep in Morpheus's arms we lie. Off we go to Betty Pie.
You know, I think I'm getting a sty right here.
Ugh! Bring the poppy and mandragola incense. Drowsy incense sweet aroma wraps us in a gentle coma. Murmuring voices seem to say, Mr. Sandman's on his way. That ought to get us to sleep, shouldn't it? The sleeping dragon.
Here, madam.
Yes. Drink a little extract of opium before going to bed, I always say. Drink it down. Now I'm sure you're going to get a good night's rest. I wish I could say the same for myself. And just to be sure you have no trouble drifting off, I prepared a special treat. Bring on the Nightingale of Samarkand. Who has the Nightingale of Samarkand? Naturally, I have to do everything myself. All right, Sid. Stop! I brought you here to put a live princess to sleep, not to wake a dead one. Let's have a lullaby, birdie, nice and soft. Yeah, verily. Now, my dear, why aren't you in bed?
Am I almost there?
Help her up! At least one person in this castle is going to get a good night's rest.
What are you? Some kind of nuts? Much better. All right, lumps. Watch out! Oh. All right, we'll take it from the top. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. What a beautiful bed. 20 soft, downy mattresses. Oh, I'm going to sleep like a baby. Quiet! Oh, thank God. Ugh. Oh. All right, sheep. I'm ready when you are. 1, 2.
Here, darling, let mother fix it.
Leave me alone, Mama. I can dress myself.
Well, far be it for me to interfere, precious.
I can do it.
Why are you wearing that so early in the morning?
Well, today's the day of the test. And I want to look my
The
best.
test? My dauntless, the test is all over, sweetheart.
Huh?
The test is over, darling boy.
But, Mama, when was it? What was it?
It was last night. We put him to bed on 20 soft, downy mattresses, with a pea under the bottom one. And of course, the pea would have kept a real princess awake.
And she slept?
Well, darling, I'm sure I don't know. But she was practically falling asleep before she got into bed, and yawning like a vulgar scullery maid. I mean, she looked ghastly, darling, and old enough to be your... Oh, we'll see.
Oh, Fred.
Sorry. I can't help it.
true princess for you, so don't worry. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
All here to see the princess on her way? Since she's such a favorite of ours, I've prepared an extra special consolation prize. Sir Studley?
Here you are, Your Majesty. A very thoughtful gift.
Charming, charming. Thoughtless! And where is our little slug of bed? She should be getting an early start. Oh, here she is now. She isn't even dressed yet. She must have slept like a baby.
37,428.
37,428 what?
Sheep! What do you stuff your mattresses with, jousting equipment?
What do you mean?
I mean that bed ought to be moved down to the torture chamber.
You didn't sleep?
I never shut my eyes.
You passed!
Passed what? Oh.
The test. Mama put a pea under 20 mattresses. And you felt it, and now we can be married!
A pea? Under 20 mattresses? No wonder I'm black and blue.
Now, don't you think she's pretty?
No, she's not pretty. She's beautiful. 20 mattresses, huh? Dauntless dear, I'll leave the wedding arrangements up to you. You'd better start looking around for a small kingdom for us. I've got a feeling we aren't going to want to live with the in-laws.
She's gonna get cold sleeping on that throne. I better take her up to her room.
Dauntless, wait.
What should I wait for, Mama?
To give this matter the proper consideration.
She passed the test. And now I have to take her up to our room.
I said wait! Now you listen to your mother. Throughout this heartbreaking business of trying to find you a true princess, I have never nagged, never interfered, and never asked for one solitary word of sympathy.
Shh, Mama, she's asleep.
But I will not stand by and watch you throw yourself away on this little nobody.
Mama, quiet.
I mean, look at her. She may have passed the test, but I must say that I've never trusted anyone who had those shifting lies or that mean little mouth.
I told you to shut up!
The prophecy! The prophecy! The mouse devoured the hawk!
Look! Look, the queen can't talk!
What?
I can.
The king talks!
And I've got a lot to say.
Well, good night.
Unhand the boy. Go ahead. Now you've asked for an aggravating, and you're going to get it. When I say hop, I want you to hop.